Hi, this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast, where CEOs, COOs, and business owners share strategies for success. This is 6 questions in 9 minutes because the best strategies are concise business advice. And so we're going to get right to it with the first question. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me, Keith, on the podcast. My name is Benjamin Kepner. I'm the CEO of Global Social Media Marketing, and we help you engage your target audiences regionally, nationally, or internationally to achieve your business goals or education results. Our multilingual millennial team of 34 digital marketing certifications and Google for Education certified trainer help you connect to your communities in new ways with social media marketing, education technology training, and international business expansion services.
Wow, lots of good things there. Well, great. All right. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being a business leader?
The best thing about being a business leader for me is the ability to grow people and to inspire others to be people that can change the world for a better place.
That's awesome. Obviously, you have to be an inspiring person to inspire others, but when you see those changes and then their growth, it's awesome to see. That's
For sure.
Great to hear. All right. Question number 3. I hear from other business leaders that their people strategy can often be more difficult than their actual business strategy in their business. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I completely agree. I currently manage a team of 10 people, and they all have different personalities, different work styles. They're coming from different religions or ethnicities, and they all have different career goals. So, understanding how to best work with each of the team members on my team can be challenging at best, and getting the most out of what I need from them to grow the business and also have them enjoy what they're doing, having them feel like they're empowered to grow themselves within the company, making sure that they are happy with their compensation and the time that they're spending, and ultimately creating a place where they know what their why is and their purpose in the company. And that's a difficult thing to do, I think, in comparison with a business strategy. We know that a lot of those things are communicated in theory in textbooks, and there's not a lot of new business models that are popping up, right? Those are things that are pretty textbook.
People are always changing, that's for sure. So, question number 4. What strategy would you like to share with other business leaders today?
Yeah, so the strategy I'm going to give on the podcast today is for how to grow your business on YouTube. And I think to just segment that a little bit more, that's not just making the videos, but I'm having some really great results with a number of businesses right now using YouTube ads. We actually have a proprietary market research process for our company where we use Google Keyword Planner and also do the research necessary on YouTube and Google to compare what are the keywords that consumers or B2B companies would be looking for your product or service, and how can you create an effective video ad in less than 3 minutes that converts them to sales or leads. And that's something that we're seeing is getting a lot of traction right now. And funny enough, I know there's a lot of Facebook marketers out there that are spending a lot of money on Facebook, but some people don't realize that actually the 3 most visited websites in the world today in 2020 are Google, YouTube, and Facebook in ranking order. And actually, YouTube is a really good cost-effective solution because there's less competition because people are not as savvy with running YouTube ads maybe as Facebook ads. And the other benefit, right, is video is a great storytelling platform. We can communicate a company's processes, show them how-tos, product demonstrations, and finally, the other thing there is that people go to YouTube to search for things, right? Innately, it's the number 2 search engine in the world, only behind Google. So, to any of those people that are running Google search ads, my question to them is also, why are you not running YouTube ads when you've got the number 2 search engine owned by Google, where you can kind of take your search ads and then make that into a really cool, entertaining video on YouTube?
That's cool. And it does seem like that's kind of the wave of the future. I mean, it's here now, but also it's here to stay. It's going to be here for in the future.
So yeah, for sure.
That's really cool. All right. Question number 5. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good.
So question number 5. All right. Question number 5. What other successful business CEOs or owners would you like to acknowledge and you think would be great on a podcast?
Yeah, so I'm going to give a shout out to just a handful of people. Dan Cobbler, I've been involved with him at the Mile High Young Professionals, and he owns Campfire Digital in Denver, Colorado. Mark Anthony Thomas was a mentor of mine. He is working in Pennsylvania now. And Adam Wexler was one of my former bosses. He is doing some really exciting stuff in the sports industry. And a final shout out to Ryan Estes, who's also based here in Denver. He is the founder of Podcaster, which is a platform that allows you to connect to podcast speakers and pod guests to do the things that we're doing right now, have these cool podcast talks.
That's cool. Well, I will look forward to trying to connect with them and get to know them a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So kind of a final fun question. Tell me about your favorite past boss.
Yeah, that's a great question. Huh? I had to think about that. So my favorite boss is hands down the CEO or former CEO of Tarico Holidays, which merged with Hotel Beds for anyone that's in the travel industry. And he was the CEO of $1 billion wholesaler travel company. And I was able to be actually mentored by him as my direct boss in a 800 employee company for a 3-month span. So it was a very unique opportunity for me to get, to sit alongside a CEO of $1 billion company, and the things that man taught me and the business concepts and the travel that he allowed me to do to further myself in strategic partnerships and sales. To this day, I still think the knowledge that he taught me is unforgettable. And why I think he was my favorite boss is a pretty simple answer. He empowered me to achieve the goals that could help grow the company and grow myself.
That's awesome. Sounds like he's made a huge impact on you and your business even. So
for sure. Yeah. I like to think he was that inspiration to finally make that jump to become an entrepreneur.
Not an easy jump sometimes.
Definitely not.
All right. Well, hey, before we go, why don't you tell people how they can get a hold of you, how they can find you?
Yeah, for sure. So again, the name of my company is Global Social Media Marketing, and Keith has let me know that he will leave that website link. It's globalsocialmediamarketing.com. You can also reach me at my email. It's Benjamin.Kepner at globalsocialmediamarketing.com. That's the best way to get in reach with me. And I would definitely appreciate, since we briefly talked about YouTube here, if you go check out our YouTube channel. We've got over 200 YouTube training videos on how to use social media to grow your business. And we'd love to see if you have any feedback on any of those, or give us a subscribe and see what type of content we can create for you guys in 2020 to help you grow.
Awesome. Some great resources, it sounds like. Well, this has been Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast. And for more insights, you can follow us on iTunes, at Weaver Business Coaching, or on LinkedIn. And we wish you the best success.